word.
Good. The final word.
Oh
yeah,
so
we
big.
live now, like 95.
The final word.
Yeah.
So you drink Kool-Aid?
Drinking a whole lot of Kool-Aid. I don't give a hell.
On the front end.
I don't give a hell. I don't give a hell.
Ooh. You know what I love about you though, bro?
What's that?
You keep your standards.
The final word.
Cause you said last year, I ain't gonna never forget. You said I need to see us do something in the playoffs. And you stayed true to that. You ain't changed, big dog. Then
They say
final
10
word.
toes.
10 toes.
Toes.
Stayed. And then
The
this
final
year,
word.
you said I need to see them on the field first.
Yep.
See, cause you consistent. You know what I mean? That's why it's a real big deal for you to drink this Kool-Aid, bro. So you got to give us a tease, just a little bit. Just give us a little bit
I'm
before the show
definitely
starts.
gonna get some tea. Yeah,
The final word.
tease.
Hold on, let me tear this down, bro. Go. I want to hear this.
Final word.
The
Whole
final
bunch of
word.
teases coming your way, dog.
The final word.
Bro, I want to hear it.
The final word.
What you want to hear now? You want to wait till that music go down?
I'll turn it down. So you keep it on. Turn it down.
I mean, it started to me with Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
That's when, because think about it. I mean, you've been talking about it, boss.
The final
You,
word.
all the OC, Law, I mean, you guys have been talking about Kellen Moore. And to me, that was set the stage for different when we didn't think he was leaving. We've been talking about it, but we didn't think he was leaving. And I felt like that started everything right there. And that to me said, okay, we mean business. But if you even go back to 2020, there was a lot of things that we had talked about on this channel. Remember when we had Jalen Smith and everybody's like, oh, that's Jerry Jones's guy. They ain't getting rid of him. What happened in 2020? Middle season.
Yeah.
Gone.
The final word.
Yeah.
We didn't think that was gonna happen.
No.
Right?
No.
Even Ezekiel Elliott. That was Jerry's guy too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Jerry loved Ezekiel Elliott. Did he come back?
No.
You remember when Jason Witten wanted to come back another year in 2020 after 2019? What happened?
Gone.
No. You remember Zach Martin hadn't played left tackle in eons? What happened in 2020?
The final word.
You remember when we had Don Terry Poe and Everson Griffin? We were hyped and they didn't do nothing and they cut him. When does that happen? When does that happen in Cowboy land?
They all hurting, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So moves like that. And then when Mike McCarthy says, hey, I feel like his first year, he was just happy to get on. You feel me? Because you remember the press conference, he lied on the press conference. I was just trying to get the job. I feel like he was just happy to get on, bring his boys on. I'm just happy to get on. But after that 2020 season,
They tested his gangster. Yeah.
Feel me? Look at it.
Yeah.
And then even when they talked about with Trey Lance, oh, you didn't talk to the coach or the player. I don't feel like that had any bearing on usurping authority because look how they have changed. They don't talk about stuff. Jerry, of course, he does, but they've been quiet. They keep quiet. I think that's the Mike McCarthy way, keeping them quiet, keeping them focused. Look how the team is just lined up.
Wait. I got to pause because we got to start the show, bro. Because you killing it.
Okay.
That boy killed.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
That boy didn't say he was going to cook.
Type oof in the chat, baby. Woo.
Yo.
Big game, James.
Get it.
I've been really in the
Kool-Aid James now.
Really? Kool-Aid James, call it what you want. I'm big Kool-Aid James. I'm cool with it.
Kool-Aid James.
Big Kool-Aid James. I'm so cool with it, and I don't give a hell.
Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it count that too. Count it.
Yoga.
Lately, I just wanna
Yoga.
need a
Fire.
Flame.
Yoga.
I want
Flame.
yoga. Flame.
Here it is. That change to the sink, got blues inside.
My boy Miguel,
Greens
I
and
love
pinks,
Big
it's all
Man.
the
He is
same.
real,
I still
yo.
sit and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the
That boy
game.
Miguel be rocking.
I'm
It's
with
an evil
Big,
world we
I'm
live
with T,
in.
like I'm with
Ooh,
Rabbit
I like that
now.
drop.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck, and
My
now
boy Miguel be
Still
rocking.
the same,
Man.
I switch sides, now it's about loyalty.
Go ahead,
You
Lo.
switch sides on for the bag,
Nah.
and that's what more to me.
I'm just messing with doggone Shay Shay.
You just rock
Oh,
us
yeah.
on the shelf
Let's
and
go.
I'm not feeling
Let's go.
it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
Shit.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
All right, man. I'm putting the camera right back on you.
Right on them, man.
Is it right back on?
Old school.
It's on you.
hat.
You was killing it.
Cowboys
All right.
original logo.
All right, so y'all heard a little bit of what I was talking about before. Things that was being done in 2020 started the chain. And let's be honest, fellas, none of us really believed Jason Garrett was going to take us anywhere. We hoped, but we didn't honestly really believe that. A lot of us really didn't believe it, but we hoped. And let's also talk about what was the thing that Jason Garrett always had on his teams. They had talent, but they were top heavy. They were always top heavy because every time we had sustained a major injury, we fell off, right? That was a big thing. Look at what Mike McCarthy has done. Look at the depth. What have we been talking about the last couple of years or even this past year? Our depth. That is the Mike McCarthy effect. That's the Mike McCarthy way. And then when we talk about the whole mantra and how everything has changed, we didn't think Kellen Moore was gone. We kept saying to ourselves, this team ain't going to change until Kellen Moore is gone. What did Mike say? You're out of here. I'm doing this my way now. I want to run this my way. We're going to do everything my way. So when people say, oh, he was, castrated, things of that nature, I just think he was just laying in wait. I just feel like he was just laying in wait for the opportune time to say, okay, I had enough. Now, if you want me to do this and want me to win this, we got to do it this way. Boom. And look how everything has changed. We had two, I don't give a hell. Yes, we lost in the playoffs, but we had two back-to-back 12-5 seasons. That hasn't happened since the 90s. I can't forget that. Okay? And people shouldn't forget that either. We haven't did that since the 90s, fellas. Okay?
Right.
And when I look at that, and then I come into this year, Mike McCarthy says, it's all on me. I'm going to do this my way. And let's be honest, fellas. When we had Kellen Moore, when we beat them Giants, right? Everybody, a whole bunch of people was talking slippery about Dallas.
Yep.
Oh, Giants going to upset Dallas.
Yep.
This is going to happen with Dallas. Wooty, wooty, woo. We came in there and demolished them. And let's just talk about this. How many times have we watched games, right, where we're on the other end of the stick where we're getting a block punt. They're taking it back to the touchdown. We don't never get those. Don't we always complain, damn, that don't never happen for us. We don't never get the ball, don't never bounce our way.
Yeah.
Did the ball bounce? Wanye Thomas, who's might be the new slept-on guy, blocks it, bounces our way.
Yeah.
Your new guy, Noah, picks it up. Trevon Diggs, bam, hits it in the air. Bland, touchdown. Those things don't be happening.
Oh, we lost your big game,
Big,
James,
your
but
mic
he's
went out.
spitting some truth, man. Your mic went out.
Go, Law.
Yes, indeed. But let me grab this rebound, and then I'm going to slam it for you guys. So, basically, you guys got a chance by now to see the Chargers versus whoever they played that weekend. I think it was the Miami Dolphins. 36-34. That is what Kellen Moore will bring to the table. He will bring you high-power offense. You will be the number one offense, but it don't complement things. It burns your defense. You don't play with a sense of reasonings. So when you go back and watch the film, you will see that we complement our defense, meaning that, hey, it's sometimes you got to run the ball. It's sometimes you got to pass a play that's underneath. It's sometimes you got to throw the ball away, make it high so that even your wide receiver can't catch the ball nor the opposition. Punt it, can be the best play for you when you have the type of defense that we have. And we're seeing that now. It's complementary football. I think that's what my guy Mike McCarthy brings to the table. I think at the end of 2020, when Jerry Jones tried to call out Mike McCarthy, and he went on that Rich Eisen show, and he said, hey,
Yep.
I've been to the Super Bowl before. I won big games and playoffs before. Hey, that what he's saying. Look, give me the keys, give me the chance and the opportunity to prove it. But all that year in 2021, the golden boy was still Kellen Moore. So sometimes you got to sit back and allow them to burn it down for themselves in order for the owner to see it. And he still didn't see it, so we ran it back to back, 12-5, 12-5. And I knew Kellen Moore had more power than Mike McCarthy when Mike McCarthy came out and said, I don't like option routes. I don't like stop routes. And the very first thing we saw the next week were those option routes, were those stop routes, was all of those comeback and hitch routes. I thought he said he didn't like it. I thought he was the head coach of the team, right? But that's where the power struggle went to. So by getting him out of the building and him bringing in Brian Schottenheimer, me and Boss Cowboy Sports, we were jumping out of our seats when we saw Brian Schottenheimer spitting at the players, letting them know on the fly, you did this wrong. And even when Terrence Steele false started, he said, hey, buddy, get him up out of there. And that was one of our best offensive linemen.
Facts.
Hey, I love seeing that, and that's holding people accountable. This is real football being coached over here in Big Day. Let's go. Get the Kool-Aid glasses ready, because I got the Kool-Aid finna pour out, and y'all finna drink it all up, baby. Let's go.
Ooh, that boy put up the cup. Can you put up that cup one more time for the?
Yeah, show that cup.
Go.
God, dog. We gonna put
Can y'all hear me?
Kool-Aid in that cup. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can.
Spike
Ooh,
mine.
that
Put a
boy-
little hand in mine. Yeah, put a little hand in there.
Hey, you put some hand. You can put some Thunderbird in there. I don't give a hell.
Oh, snap.
Talk to me, boss. Talk to me.
Talk. It's the evil world we live in.
It's the evil world we
Say,
live
man,
in.
I just want to be honest, bro. You know, Kellen Moore had the most rushing attempts this week.
Mm-hmm.
We better keep
What he
our
did in
eyes
the
open.
final series, final drive,
Yeah, the
final series.
drive.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you got that oof button.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he hit that. He hit that button. Yeah, at the end. All I'm saying is I'm still keeping my eyes on Mike McCarthy too. Situational play calling was a little suspect. Just keeping it real.
Okay.
I felt like he should have put that defense away when he was going into the half. He was gunning it. He should have, to me, expired the clock. They was getting the ball at half. That was kind of weird to me. But also, I'm gonna give him time. It's like he ain't called plays in a while. It's his first time he was working with the starters. I'm just keeping it real though. And because maybe Kellen Moore changed. Maybe he did, like for real. Because for him to lead the league in rushing attempts, it's not like him. It's really not. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna have to jump in on that, though,
Please.
boss. I'm gonna have to jump in on that.
Let's go.
Because you got to look at our rushing attack last year. We won one of the top rushing teams in the league last year, attempts and rushing yards.
Yeah.
So there was never a thought that Kellen Moore didn't run. He ran in the inopportune times, or he called run
close
plays
out.
when it did.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like you need to play responsible football.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're grinding, those tendencies of, let me do this right quick, will come out in the inopportune times. But Kellen Moore ran the ball with us, so I wasn't surprised he ran the ball over there with the Chargers. I wasn't surprised about that. He ran it with us, but he didn't do, in my opinion, responsible play calling.
Yeah. No.
When you're driving down the field and you're up 28-14, you got to be a responsible play caller now. And too many times he didn't. And you saw a little bit in that Chargers game too, because I heard them Chargers fans complaining about it, like, why is he going empty backfield on 3rd and 1?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he still
Get the
has
first
those
down.
tendencies.
Yeah.
He still has those tendencies, and
Yeah.
he still does those things.
Yeah. He
But
get
it's
goofy.
just, but now he probably don't have a Mike McCarthy over him, and now he probably has more free reign to be able to do that. He ain't gonna hear all that kickback, because I'm sure Mike McCarthy was in that damn ear.
Facts.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right, man, we gotta deal with. Yeah, man.
Hey, man, it's funny as hell, man.
That
Yes,
goofy,
indeed. But
that goofy real, bro.
yeah, that goofy, man, because all we can see is them falling, and then all of a sudden. So my thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is week 1, we played in the monsoon, right? And there were some plays that I saw that it wasn't all the way well put together on the offense. As I look back at tape, we did some stretch plays where Dak holding the ball out, it is to no one, and he pulls it back in and say, okay, there go Kevontae Turpin. That play was a fraction of a second too late, and it caused us not to get a touchdown off of that one particular play because he kind of exposed his hand. So I'm looking at it that they're going to see this on tape, they're going to identify it, and then guess what? It's going to be swept under the rug because next week, the week after that, I promise you that wouldn't happen again.
Yeah, man.
It's little things. I can go on and on as I look, because I looked at some of the offense tape, though, you know.
What else you want to give away? We ain't gonna rush you, dog.
Oh, okay. I just don't want to hog the mic over here.
You got
I'm ready
that
for
flow.
some Kool-Aid and stuff. You know what I mean? So,
Take
hey,
your
we saw
time.
rub routes. We saw some rub routes. We didn't see that in many a moons, man. Don't y'all know that collectively we've been running the same playbook since 2007? Collectively speaking, the same principles, right? So now that we got something different in here, it's like driving a new car. You want to make sure that when you hit brakes, hey, this is where it's going to stop. Hey, I heard that those new hybrid cars or those Teslas, you can program it to where if we can get to the stop sign, you can do the roll and stop, you can do the subtle stop, you can do all of that good stuff. Ain't that right, boss? I know you got one of those nice cars. You know what I'm saying? You can program it. So it took you a minute. It's different. Is it different from the regular vehicles?
Oh man, shoot, no gear changes. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a RC car. Just zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't test me. I'm going to win. You know what I mean? Suspension is amazing. But keep going.
But it took you a few days to get it real right. You know what I'm saying?
It really did.
It took you a few days, man.
really
But
did, 'cause they
you've
got
been
a
driving
different
all your
braking.
life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
The braking is different.
so-
Everything different.
Yeah, now when you say braking is different, now break that
When
down.
you,
I'm
all right,
playing.
So on the,
Go
on
ahead,
the electric
go ahead.
cars, when you take off the gas, it automatically brakes for you. It's a different feel. You have to put your
That
foot
don't
on.
even make sense on a big game, James. You got one.
No.
That don't make sense to me. Now you braking when you take out. Say that one more
All
time.
right,
For
so
you.
when you take your foot off the gas, it brakes for you.
man,
Damn.
see.
It's a different feel. So you for the first week you do. it take you a while to get that feel down, you know. But to your point though, it is though.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat,
Yeah.
man. A lot of people, man, interested in this Lyle Collins, man. So I know y'all have some thoughts on that. And I got a super chat over here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Big.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't. If they take him, I'm gonna just tell you like this: if they take La'el Collins, I'm not mad. Okay,
Yeah.
but that's done with. They cut him. There's a reason why they cut him, y'all. Okay, there's a reason why La'el Collins hasn't been himself in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah. Since that hip.
Let's not be the team that's. Remember, we were kind of the team that anybody gets cut, they want to come to the Dallas Cowboys. Always want to come to the Cowboys. Somebody get released. Hey, coming to the Cowboys. Guess what? We don't need La'el Collins, y'all. We're just fine. We don't need La'el Collins. We got a good starting front five. Yeah, the depth, okay. We got some young guys that ain't really got the experience, but we like the upside, right? Why are we putting somebody in front of them? Because you know the urge is, if you get a La'el Collins, is to play him. That's going to be the urge because it's La'el Collins. No, that ship just sailed. No hate, just like with Ezekiel Elliott when they're like, bring him back. But no, it's sailed. We're okay.
It's
Rico Dowdell, he's a good player, and you're going to see him get even better as the year goes on. He's a hard runner. He runs in tough in between the tackles. He can run outside. He can pass catch, and he can block. So no, in my opinion, like I told you, we're not gonna miss that element of Ezekiel Elliott, and it's no disrespect to him, and it's no disrespect to Leo Collins either. But that ship is over. You struggled mightily with Dallas. You had issues with training, laziness, and them things of that nature. You went over to Cincinnati talking all this hella stuff, and you were terrible over there. So why are we gonna pick up a guy who has done nothing in the last couple of years? To now, he's just a name. Move on, let him go. We don't need Leo Collins. I don't want to pick him up. We got our core right now. Let's keep pushing forward.
Perfect.
I just have to say this with Lyle Collins. He's been playing out of position since 2017, 18, 19, 20, and beyond.
But
He's
he
a
ain't
better
taking left.
guard.
I ain't cutting you off, love. I want you to finish this. But he plays left guard. He ain't playing over Tyler Smith.
Oh no. But is he better than Brock Hoffman? Is healthy? If he's healthy, is he better than Brock Hoffman?
No, you go back to what you were saying.
Okay.
You said he
I was
was
just
out
gonna
of
say.
position. I think I know you was going.
Yeah. He's a mauler. He's not a finesse guy, man. I think that they utilized him wrong. I think that we had a need and we was rushing to get rid of Doug Free. And in the moment we got rid of Doug Free, we saw an immediate solution out of Lyle Collins because of his grade value before the incident coming out of college. He was going to be a top 10 pick, right? So that they was looking at value, but they went with their heads and they went with their hearts instead of their head. And the mindset of it, yes, Lyle Collins on paper playing at right tackle, getting them for a steal would have been everything. But they didn't take under the account that you had to go through growing pains, and then you had to go through learning situations and things like that. And it hurt us more than it helped us. Now, what I'm trying to get at is, yes, the ship done sailed on Lyle Collins, right? He's not motivated. He's lazy from what most people are saying. He's full of that PED stuff. He got beat out by Terrence Steele. I get all of that. So he probably don't want to go back to the Cowboys to be reminded of that. But if any team like to go back and grab former players, would be the Dallas Cowboys. Herschel Walker came back. Brandon Hughes came back. You know what I'm saying? One of the kickers came back. Jason Witten, he left his hair and then he got his hair and then he came back. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes.
Who cut him off?
James.
Who cut him off?
Yeah,
Who cut him off, though? Who cut him off?
Old regime.
Mike McCarthy.
Old regime.
That's
New
what I'm
regime.
saying.
Yeah, you're right.
New regime ain't taking
New
that
regime.
no more. New regime now. And so now we done moved away from the Jason Garrett. We done moved away from the Scott Linehan. We done moved away from the last element of Kellen Moore. So that whole era is gone. So why bring back old stuff when you've already got a new house? Why are you going to bring back old stuff in it?
I mean, hey, that's what Jerry do. But hopefully Jerry will take counsel of Mike McCarthy and keep this in mind. I heard that Joe Philbin, he was kind of like, not that really good guy to help out with the offensive line. So maybe if Mike Solari, if he sit down with Lyle Collins and they go over a whole worksheet and see what he can do, then they will bring him back for a cup of coffee and say, hey, bro, we're going to kick you down inside to compete as a swing guard or a backup guard on this team, then maybe. But I'm not banging on the table to say so. I'm not saying that he should be here, but man, we got the OC, so I'm gonna hush. Go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
Before we jump the OC off in this Lyle Collins, I don't even know where he fit. And then we got a super chat from Common Sense where he said he don't fit the culture. Yeah. And then also we got another super chat. Somebody said we need to get that oof one more time for Daniel Jones. But real quick, let me say something about Larry Collins, just real quick, and I'm gonna get it to you, OC. Big, you can't add to what you said, bro. I'm sorry, it's perfect. Like what you said was absolute.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? It's hard. Now we would have to me have people start dropping. We would need some bodies to start dropping. You know what I mean? Now, if some injuries start happening, I'm open for it. But just because he's free, no. That's my answer on that. OC.
Are we really talking about Lael
we
Collins?
are, bro. We are.
Are we
It's an evil
really
world we
having
live
this
in.
conversation?
Yes, dog.
Are we really, legitimately, honestly having this conversation
Wait.
about
OC.
Camera ran
about sorry
OC, the
about?
people want to know. Don't kill him too hard, bro. Please don't
No,
shoot
Wait
him
a
too
kill
hard.
second.
There go
The
the
camera ran
Hold
off
on.
on him.
Wi-Fi, man. I
Nah,
swear.
no, it did. Hold on. Wait a second. Look, man, Lael Collins is yesterday news. Lael Collins should not even be on a practice squad for this team because of how well we drafted and
Oh,
talent.
gosh.
There is absolutely no place for Lael Collins on this
He
team.
got you.
I know.
He got
Hold on,
you.
boss. I'm not done. Don't time me out when I'm not done talking yet. You gotta wait till I'm done talking, then time me out.
We gotta top
It's
you
the
out. Your
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
It's the Wi-Fi.
It's the Wi-Fi, bro. You killing
was
the
saying
show.
good
bro.
I'm
stuff,
sorry,
but you
man.
was-
Dang it.
Yeah, you see how you try to check me and it was him the
Yeah.
whole
All
time.
right, all right.
He tried
I'll
to
be
check
back.
me.
Come out.
I'll be
with
back.
the
Yo,
Wi-Fi.
hit him with that
Secret
button, bro. He
agent.
deserve it. He need that button, bro. Hold on. Let me see if I got a button for my boy.
All right. Oh, so you gonna do that on me when I'm gone? Okay, that's how you do, man. You're a dirty dude, man.
Yo, we doing it in your face.
Oof, Wi-Fi.
Hey, you good now? I think he good now. Go.
You good now.
You can't yell, OC. You can't yell.
Okay, listen, guys. Let me be calm.
There you go.
Let me
There
be
you go.
let me be a mild mannered reporter here. There is not a place for Mr. Lael Collins on this team. When he got let go, he had a bad hip. And that bad hip was in part because of an accident and a surgery, but then also uncontrolled weight and not a proper rehab. His range of motion, his lateral movement is not what it was when he was healthy right before he got the big contract. We have a better team. We have depth, right? We had Chuma come in and do a fantastic job at left guard, I might add, versus the New York Giants. You have backs. You have variety. You don't even have Tyler Smith that played the first game. There is no possible way in God's green earth that Lael Collins is a contributor in the model of this team as it stands right now. It doesn't make sense, and it causes it causes a drop-off in the work ethic and the hunger based upon how Lael Collins worked when he got the money before he was released by the Dallas Cowboys.
Hold on real quick.
The OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
He ain't lying. Yeah, man. All right.
Straight business, man.
Straight business.
Straight business.
All right. Now we got to definitely get a final word on these Giants. We gonna move to the Jets because we got a lot to talk about with them Jets. We got a lot to talk about with them Jets. But I'm gonna go around the circle. I'm start with you, Law. Like we got to give our thoughts on these Jets. I mean these Giants. Like so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well. This is my thoughts, and people may have heard me on the post game show, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna echo this again. Before the game, Brian DeBall was a better coach than Mike McCarthy. The Daniel Jones was a better quarterback. They had the better running back. They had a better defensive front. They had better this and that. But at the end of the day, the better team hung 40 on those boards. And some of these Cowboys, the fickle fans, I ain't talking about the people that's watching. Some of them are moonwalking and skateboarding back because now all of a sudden they team Dak Prescott. Before they was talking about, yeah, they agree. I heard a Cowboy fan say, yeah, I kind of like Daniel Jones over Dak. So, hey, miss me with that. Y'all got a chance to see who's the real. The cream shall rise to the top, and the Cowboys are on top, by the way, because we won the only divisional game this weekend. And on top of that, our offense, although the final score was 40, I think that the offense still scored 27. So that was more money than the Washington team, and it was more money than the Eagles team. So y'all miss me with that. The Cowboys on top, and y'all will see the real Cowboys next week too.
Man, I gotta go next. Listen, man, I need more people to join the Kool-Aid. Like, for real.
Yeah.
And this ain't even like I ain't putting no negative pressure on because everybody got their own threshold. I'm not gonna rush anybody that need to see what they need to see to believe. But I believe now, bro. I really do. I'm not saying that to try to get people hyped. Like, we put 40 on the Giants on a bad game.
Right.
That defense that good. Our offense was okay. It took them a while to get in rhythm. It took them a little while. It's just too much, y'all. We don't have Anthony Brown no more as an outlet. He not go bail out that opposing offense. Now you got to throw that thing to Gilmore. We saw what Gilmore was doing when you tried him. You can't go away from Diggs now. You can't. And now all of that pressure and coverage together, man, like Big, how many times have people said that you win championships with defense? And we did all of that with defense, bro.
You know I'm loving defense.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything that they talked about and everything that they set out to do, we got a taste of it and it was real good. They said that they invested into run stopping. Did we see that? Did we see that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they was losing containment. That's because they was being greedy. It was
greedy.
They was
being greedy.
Yeah, but they was also making plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that they said we had the highest pressure rate in the league.
In the league.
And that's with a rusty offense. So remember, our offense ain't played together at all in the preseason.
Preacher. So
what's getting ready to happen after 3 games when they start getting in rhythm with that D? So when I talk about the Giants, listen, y'all, I think a lot of people waiting on other people to say it, Big Law and OC. I think people waiting on it to get popular to say it. Go ahead and say it now. We ain't got to wait till mainstream media say it. We should be the favorites by far to win the Super Bowl, and I stand on it.
I feel you.
After week 5. We get it after week 5.
I feel you on everything, but you just said a few things, boss, that kind of made me think about some things. First of all, offense was rusty, but as you said, not one starter played in that preseason.
Facts.
Yeah.
Not one. And your offensive line definitely needs cohesiveness. And then you didn't add your guy who a lot of people were worried that Tyler Smith wasn't playing. I was paranoid a little bit because of Leonard Williams on that side, Kayvon Thibodeau, and I said that was the biggest matchup with Kayvon Thibodeau and Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith turned the clock back that game, didn't he?
Didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Are we not talking about that? You didn't hear about Kayvon Thibodeau that whole damn game.
Well, let me let Parson say this. Here go Parson right here.
We about that life.
Let's go.
Feel me?
Yes, indeed. Yes.
And we still had over 116 yards rushing in a bad torrential storms. We still ran over 100 yards on that Bonnet front four, right? We was in the red zone 3 for 4 in the red zone with that offense that hadn't been around with each other, right?
Yeah.
And then when I go to the defense, you mentioned somebody who stood out to me. Who you mentioned somebody? You said, boss said, you can't throw on that other side. We don't got Anthony Brown right now. Let me show you the Stephon Gilmore effect. Targeted 8 times, only 3 receptions against, 37% against him with 1 interception. And then let me also tell you something. I think Gilly motivates people because you remember when that receiver caught that pass over the middle over Trayvon Diggs? Maybe if Gilmore wasn't there, I don't know if Diggs goes all the way out. But now you got Gilmore there.
Yep.
He set the standard. Gilly set the standard. And now I'm going to chase you all the way down and strip that ball. I'm not giving up on nothing. Oh, didn't Trevor Diggs have that big pop on Saquon Barkley and you had the interception? Now, what was one of the things that we got on Diggs about? Tackling, not going hard all the time. Well, I tell you what, that Gilmore acquisition, I feel like has made him step up because he knows that's a Hall of Famer on the other side. I can't be slipping. And then let me
Boss,
say one
boss,
more.
put the camera back on me. Put the camera on me one more time. Big Game James. Is Trayvon Diggs soft now?
Nah.
That's all I wanted to hear. That's
He ain't
all I
soft.
wanted to hear.
He ain't soft. And then I'm gonna tell you one last thing before I give it over to OC. And me and Boss have been talking about this.
Yeah.
This is what gets me most excited about all of this. The way we dismantled the Giants was since 2019, that was the 4th highest pass rushing rate since 2019 as far as pressures. But here's the thing. You played Micah Parsons. We cannot take that man for granted. I was talking to Boss about this.
Yep.
Ever since Micah Parsons has gotten here, what has he said? What's the one thing he says every time here?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. I don't care about nothing else except Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Now, let's really think about this. Since I got into content creating, and even you, Law, and Boss tell me too. When did you hear somebody on the Cowboys screaming Super Bowl all the time? Tell me a person. Name one that was screaming Super Bowl. The only thing that came out of his mouth was, we ain't nothing if we don't get to a Super Bowl. I don't care about nothing. Did you see his press conferences over the summer? I'm tired of being second. I'm tired of sitting on the couch watching the 49ers and them go to Super Bowl. I'm tired of it. I don't stand for it. I don't accept it. And we need to do the same damn thing. That is a leader. And I believe everybody is following that. And another slept on pick. We got Dan Quinn back. That was huge. Remember, they were talking about him leaving. That was huge, him coming back. And let me tell you who else is slept on. That Durden, or whatever his last name is, on that defensive line coach, he is a slept on
Yeah, he is.
He is a slept on pick on. Not by us. But look in that room. Listen to him in that room. When he talks, they listen.
Yeah.
And he is always fired up. We got a different team, y'all. It feels different.
Yes.
It looks different.
It is.
People was talking on that trash. We came in and mollywopped them boys. Mollywopped them boys. They didn't score, fellas. How many games have we seen somebody at least get a field goal or a 7 points? We've seen that. They didn't get nothing. We about that life. I'm drinking the whole damn thing of Kool-Aid, and I don't give a hell.
Hey, drop the Kool-Aid out of the sky.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big Game James.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
Man, look, man, hit the button again, boss, man. Big game, man. Cook the whole buffet. He cooked the whole buffet.
Don't go yet. Don't go yet. I gotta jump.
No, I'm saying hit the button again for Big, man. He cooked the whole buffet.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big Game James.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
I had to add the music. Shoot, I had to add some flames with that.
Yoga fire.
Jesus.
Yoga flame.
Oh man. Can I just grab it just real quick, OC? Just real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Take your time, too. Take your time.
Cause Big called me on that today. Facts. And this is the deal. He was right. What other stars? I'm still trying to think what stars that we've ever had on this team been talking that I gotta get a Super Bowl. I wanna
Maybe
agree with
D-Law.
Michael Parsons. I'm gonna just say this. I'm rocking and I'm agreeing with you.
I can't even say D-Law. I can't say D-Law because D-Law, I like D-Law. I love D-Law. But not to this. The only thing that comes out of Parsons' mouth when you interview him is Super Bowl.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Right. Hey, hold on real quick, bro. This is a sad day though. This is on the cool, man. For real. It's a sad day.
Oh, I got some for you.
Retire it. There you
This
go.
the last time y'all gonna see him, but he
Retire that.
He gone, y'all.
He gone. Look at the pup. Look at Big right there. He gone.
This Big is gone, man. We ain't gonna see him no more.
That Big is gone.
One more bark for the dog.
That was the former big. We got a brand new big. Yeah, we got the new.
Papa got a
big,
brand new bag, baby.
Damn, we done killed the dog, man. That dog was classic. God, dog, man, that dog was classic. Let me get a background so people won't think we some.
That dog said he was smelling fish.
Let me get a background so people won't think we some perverts. That dog supposed to be how Big was when he was waiting to drink the Kool-Aid. He was waiting at one time. So it didn't matter what was going on, the booty, sexy. He was just like that dog. He was like,
Let me say one last thing before I give it to OC, and OC take it all with it. Remember I told y'all, one of the reasons why I wasn't drinking Kool-Aid, you know how we had that season.
Yeah.
But, and it got rid of Kellen Moore. But one of the things we talked about, Boss, OC, and Law, was we needed to see change before we drank Kool-Aid.
Facts.
We needed to see them get aggressive before we drink any kind of Kool-Aid. We've been saying, why can't we make some trades, some real trades, to get some real players, to get some real people? We just hoarding picks. We just hold on to them, and then we get the orphans like Ron Marinelli said. Ron Marinelli said, we getting orphans to make it work. They didn't do that. We've been telling them, stop doing that, and once they stop doing that, we might drink some Kool-Aid. Well, what the hell do they do? So if they're going to do that, then I got to drink. Go ahead, OC.
Yeah. We got him for war daddies now. Remember that? You looking for some war daddies?
Well, look, man, all I can begin to tell you guys is just simply what everybody saw. Go ahead. That's good. That's good. That's appropriate. Look, man, this looked like the freshman team versus the varsity. And the Dallas Cowboys was the varsity.
Fact.
I mean, they completely obliterated the Giants. They beat them every which way and sideways, man. And I don't care what people say about Dak. I'm going to start there, man. Dak ran the offense, and he was very efficient. If you adjust all the drop balls that happened in that game, Dak had a top 5 QB performance in that game. He was extremely efficient. He had a couple plays that, hey, man, maybe he led the receiver a little bit too much, but he was extremely efficient. Now, also, if you look at what happened on that offensive line, extremely sound performance. And here's quietly something that nobody has talked about thus far. Zach Martin manhandled those boys on the inside. He manhandled those boys on the inside. Those boys wasn't getting nothing. I don't even know several of those boys, I don't even think they made tackles. I don't even think those boys made tackles. So, look, Terrence Steele is doing his thing. Terrence Steele was doing his thing. Tyron Smith was doing a fantastic job just being efficient, right? Doing what he had to do. The defense had about 3 to 6 different fronts in that game. They completely obliterated Daniel Jones. They made Daniel Jones run for his life and Saquon Barkley cry for his mama. They couldn't complete a pass downfield. They couldn't even run a QB sweep with overload. That means they had more blockers than the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys were so good, they still couldn't even run a sweep. So, look, man, total domination, man. The Cowboys are in the driver's seat, man. And in my opinion right now, it's their Super Bowl to lose, man, in terms of getting out of the NFC East, man. That's my opinion, getting out of the NFC as a whole. It's their Super Bowl, barring a bunch of injuries, it's their Super Bowl appearance. Let me put it that way. It's their Super Bowl appearance at this point to lose, barring a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, and I got your super chat. I got all y'all super chats. I'm putting them away. I appreciate it. I know we also need to get it to them Jets. We're going to start with the big one and go with you, Law. So we got Aaron Rodgers out, right? Obviously, we all know that happened. But you can take the Jets and your thoughts about the Jets however you want to take it, big dog.
Well, I had the Cowboys winning that game with or without Aaron Rodgers. I just think that the Cowboys defense is what's going to demolish that offensive line. And that goes to show you that you can't put the cart in front of the horse. You got to make sure that your front five is there. That's the only unit that all 5 guys got to be on the same page. And it doesn't matter what type of quarterback you have, whether he's getting paid $60 million or $30 or $10 million. You got to protect up front. And yeah, they do have a good running approach, but that's it. Zach Wilson, hey, he might want to get sick, because we're going to bring the thunder and we're going to bring everything. Mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie going to be climbing up out of the grave coming at him. And here's my thoughts on their defense. You know, I heard that they as one of this juggernaut of a defense, but they play in the AFC, what? South, North? What AFC they play in?
East, AFC East.
AFC East. So they played the Patriots twice a year. They played the Miami Dolphins twice a year. They didn't have a lot of competition. Bills were their competition last season. And granted, yeah, the Dolphins were pretty cool last year. I get all of that. But I'm going to tell y'all, last year, the defense that everybody was talking about were the Eagles, right? And I don't foresee that their particular defense is just as good or one of those juggernaut of defenses like the Eagles. My guy came back with a broken thumb, and he hung 40 on those boards. I'm promising you guys right now that come this weekend, you're going to see Dak Prescott put up numbers against that defense. And I don't want to hear X, Y, and Z about no Aaron Rodgers because the Bills just lost to that particular team without him. So I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. That's my thoughts on that.
Well, you know, I'm very disappointed. I wanted Aaron Rodgers. I wanted him so bad. I said slaying dragons for the last 2 or 3 years. We slayed that dragon in Tom Brady, and I wanted that this year, especially when we should have beat him in Green Bay. So I was definitely looking forward to this matchup. So it hurts my soul that Aaron Rodgers is out. But with that being said, like my dog Law said, we was going to beat you with him or without you. We was going to beat you, dog. And here's the thing. This defense is different. It's on a different level, and it's been building, okay? We've been seeing it. Remember when Dan Quinn came over here in 2021? We were setting records with turnovers, right? I think we set records when we did those turnovers in 2021. And then your next year, we was one of the top teams in sacks. So my thing is, just like Law talked about, that offensive line is suspect. McGovern, Thomason, Vera Tucker, Becton is still, you know, he was supposed to be the guy. He's injury prone. You feel me? Now, they got some receivers. Wilson, Lazar is pretty decent, but we got some corners. You feel me? We got corners. Yeah. And then let me talk about Donovan Wilson didn't even play.
Right.
Jordan Lewis didn't. We didn't even miss Donovan Wilson.
Facts.
Are y'all talking to me? We didn't miss Donovan Wilson. Yeah. He's the one that got the big deal. Yeah. And we didn't even miss him.
Not even a little
That's
bit.
when your team is good, when you got a dog sitting out and you didn't even miss him. I just feel like we're on a mission. I feel like the Jets may play a little bit early, but I just feel like I'm agreeing with Law on this one. I think Dak is really surgical in this game, but I think our run game, I think Dowdle, I think Tony Pollard are going to turn up this game. I really think they're going to eat this game, okay? And Sauce Gardner, you nice, but you about to see a whole bunch of wave coming at you, dog. They ain't ready for this, and I think we're going to get on them real good. They may play good in the first quarter. I think turnovers start happening, and then we start steamrolling them. And guess what, Cowboys fans? We can't be scared to say Super Bowl, okay? We can't be scared to say it.
Pull out the champagne bottles in the Kool-Aid. Come on, baby.
We can't be scared to say it. I don't give a hell. So what with them networks are saying, oh, same old Cowboys, just wait. No, man, shut up. Ain't nobody listening to that. Y'all want to keep on saying the same old Cowboys because y'all want to put that over us. Yeah. No, we're not going to say it's the same Cowboys. Y'all not going to put that on us no more. Y'all can keep saying it, but we ain't saying it here. This ain't the same Cowboys, and you're going to see.
Man.
Yo. He's spitting. That him right here, he's spitting.
This guy.
That big game James, you know.
Yeah, man. I think, man, this is going.
Oh, see, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. We just getting done so bad. I'm so sorry, OC. This is just
why
bad.
You put the camera on me then?
Because I'm multitasking, bro. I'm so sorry. I just saw something that's disrespectful that we got to get cleaned up. It's over 337 people watching right now. And it's only 170 likes.
Shame.
Tell them, Etta. She be on it. I love her.
Shame.
She go hard.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen to the lady. Yes, indeed. Sniper gang too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you are part of the sniper gang and they shoot, boss call them shooters over there.
Yeah, they shooters.
Sniper over here. Cause she gonna share it. She gonna let people know. She gonna point them out. See, boss got the real gun. Sadiq over there sniping, y'all. And over there sniping. Y'all hit those likes, man.
Hit the
TA
likes.
Cowboys. Woo.
Yeah,
she let
let's
people
get that.
know.
Let's get that. Come on now. Y'all know how to find a word, bring it, man. Just let's keep that habit going. I'm sorry, OC.
No, bro, you good to go, man. Look, man, this is how I see. This is my best description of this Giants game, man. Y'all remember an old song that used to be popular back kind of around the time when we was coming up by Scarface?
To the Jets.
No, I know.
Okay.
This is what I'm describing.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like this song right here. It's a song by Scarface. He said, "I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die." And it's a line in that song where he says, "You can fight it and you'll try, but you'll still die." That's the Jets. That's what's gonna happen to the Jets. I'm
gonna get that as a drop. Say it again.
They gonna come out and try to give some smoke to the Dallas Cowboys. No, look, I want to give respect to the opponent. They are physical. They do got some pieces defensively. Okay, they do got some players on that team. But the main deal is that Zach Wilson ain't good enough. Zach Wilson ain't good enough. He's a poor man's Daniel Jones. And so when it comes down to being in that pocket, what happens with Dan Quinn and the maestro, he is the field. Look, listen, he is like what Coach Phil used to be when he was coaching the Bulls and they won all those championships, man. He's like the Zen master of defense. That's what I call Dan Quinn now. So he's going to confuse him with a variety of fronts and looks, and what he's going to do is what he's starting to do as you start to watch him and you see the pattern. What Dan Quinn does is he finds that weak link. He finds those weak links, and then he's going to get Micah Parsons. He's going to get his best defenders and players blitzing on those weak links, and they're going to give up the ghost. What in the world does McGovern go do against Hankins? Absolutely nothing. What in the world? Even Beckham, big old Beckham, what is he going to do with a speed rush for Micah Parsons? Absolutely nothing. What is the left tackle going to do versus even Sam Williams? Absolutely nothing. And so what happens is you're going to find weak links and chinks all in this armor. It is a good test, though, I will say, for our offensive line, because their front 4 and 5 do play physical. And they got some good players there. So it will be really good to see how well we do in the run game. But I think, look, Brian Schottenheimer, it has shown, even with the fronts and the schemes and things he's done in the first game, that he is committed to power football. So he's going to line up and he's going to try to break the Jets. And that's what I think. I think in the second half, with that run game in particular, he's going to break the Jets. And as it relates to the Jets secondary, yeah, they got some pieces, but I'm telling you, they ain't seen a bunch of horses in them Porsches in the way that they go see with the Dallas Cowboys. We got too many players, man. There's too many guys to cover, man, and you ain't got enough great DBs to do it. And this going to be open, baby, and we going to have some huge plays by Dak Prescott. Look for Dak Prescott to throw for probably 350 in this game.
Damn.
Whoa. Why not?
Because it's a statement game. I'm telling. Watch for Dak to get loose in this game. Watch for Dak Prescott to get loose in this game. You heard it here first on the final word.
All right.
We about that life.
Yeah.
I like that, OC.
I like that. I
love
that.
it, man. Hey, give him straight business, man. Give him straight business.
I'm going to give him
Straight
another.
business.
Let's go.
The OC.
No emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
That law say, give him
Straight
business. Give him straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Straight business.
Remember,
Let's
you
go.
can fight it in your trial, but you'll still die. That's the Jets
Fight it
this
in
week,
your
baby.
trial, but
Tell
you'll
me.
still die. That boy, that's so classic, man. That's classic Scarface.
drop. We're gonna get that drop, boss. We're gonna find that drop.
Hey, yeah, man. Hold on.
Can we
get into the
Oh,
show.
that because that go the do.
Yeah.
But you know what else though, boss? And OC and Law. When you watched that game last night, where did the Jets impress you though?
No.
Where did the Jets impress you though?
They
when
impressed
Aaron
me.
Rodgers
They
went
did.
out,
They
Buffalo
did.
lost
I'm
that
gonna show you
game.
somebody. I'm gonna show you
The
somebody
Jets
that was impressive.
didn't win it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Buffalo
he was
lost
good.
it.
That boy Brees. That boy
Hey, we
was
talked
balling,
about
bro.
Brees.
Yeah,
we
he
already talked
averaged-
about Brees.
He averaged 12.7.
We talked about Brees. So And we got our boy Cooks over there too.
Yeah,
but
this
is a different
they got a
defense.
Couple of dogs. They got some,
but listen. Here's the thing. Even with them dogs, it was 13-3.
Right.
Buffalo was winning. It was Josh Allen who was playing irresponsible football, and why they lost the game.
Yeah.
He played irresponsible football.
Yeah.
And it was irresponsible play calling on the coaching.
Yeah.
You up 13-3 and you throwing the ball everywhere. That was giving me Kellen Moore thoughts.
Yeah.
I was feeling like, is this Kellen Moore all over again? You're up 13-3. You're throwing the ball everywhere. You don't have to do it. It was irresponsible football from the coaching, and it was irresponsible football from the quarterback. And that's why the Jets got back in the game. Zach Wilson was not impressive. He was running for his life. He threw an interception in the game. The only thing they had going for him was the running game, and Buffalo was moving the ball. It was more of Buffalo losing it than you saw the Jets winning it. And so to me, what the Cowboys need to do in this game, they need to make sure, because everybody's going to be looking at letdown. Oh, y'all going to struggle because everybody knows they want to try to put us like that. The Cowboys really need to practice even harder this week, have even more focus, because we don't need the letdown. So can I get the let's go, or can I get some of that Law?
Let's go, man.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
You feel me? I need some of that. Say it. Do it again, Law. Do it again, because that gives me chills.
It makes me want to
say one more. We got a real leader up in I ain't saying they wasn't leaders, but I get hyped when I hear Parsons talking and screaming.
Yeah, it just makes you want to just hit something.
Hey, man, I do want to talk about one concern that's off topic before I give my thoughts on the Jets.
Okay.
Parsons got that new podcast with the Bleacher Report. I'm nervous about that.
New media. He spoke. If you listen to the first,
he Hollywood doing the Draymond.
He didn't tell no lies. He ain't tell no lies. I'm gonna just be real with it.
They just peeping games.
Is it giving you Draymond Green vibes?
No.
I'm gonna be honest with my concern. I'm gonna be all the way honest with my concern, bro.
What is it?
Micah Parsons is a very outspoken person, right?
Oh yeah.
He go say what he think. So, but it's so many evil journalists waiting on him to say anything that they can just take out of context. It's not going to even be that he said something wrong. It's going to be what they can say he's saying.
Yeah. Or implying,
implying. The game is dirty, and I'm thinking about it from a distraction standpoint. And I'm just keeping honest. Like, just being all the way honest. Because I could tell he loved talking ball. He loved football.
Oh, my God. Good.
He loves football. He was a natural YouTuber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just watching all the games, gave a real opinion, protecting Daniel Jones. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being all the way honest, man. It's making me nervous because going into the playoffs, I would want him to walk light.
He need to go radio silent during playoffs.
Yeah. Just be quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Just focus. Don't do the show, damn it.
It's not that he ain't smart. He's smart.
Yeah.
It's not that he's smart. It's just that they gonna take him out of context.
It's like this, boss. It's like this.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It fits right on in. So they're gonna twist it. That's why I cheered when he stood up the Undisputed when he's supposed to be on that show with Skip Bayless and Shay Sharp. So I was like, yes, he stuck it to him, right? Yeah. And by him being on that show, it will expose him a little bit, but it will give him a human element, whereas people will see him differently because he won probably a lot of Giants fans over by not beating up on them, by giving them objective analysis, even good talking points about Daniel Jones. So he's a very cerebral guy, but yes, somebody's going to twist his words and use it against him, though.
Yep, one more time. It's a very evil world. Please.
It's an evil world we live in.
Say, my boy said,
man,
you can't be scared.
Future, you ain't lying.
Yeah, he said, you can't be scared, boss. Why not? Why can't I be scared? See, I don't live by these taboos they try to put on people, these hood taboos. Nah, man, you get scared too. When the lightning hit, you duck. Don't play with me.
Hey, we seen too many first 48s when they bring out that pizza and that doggone Coca-Cola and it's just cold and it's sweating. First 48. He come down. Marcus. He's now telling the story about what happened to Lawrence. You know, it happens all the time, y'all. Don't be talking about. Look, I just seen what the dude from Cash Money, BG. He comes out. He don't look like BG anymore.
BG look different. Big Jizzle look different.
He look different. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna talk about it.
Nah.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm gonna give you one more chance, bro. I'm gonna try to explain this a little bit more. He said you can't be scared because Parsons is not. Hey, bro, listen. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's not about Parsons. It's not about him being. It's not about him not being smart. It's an evil world out here, and they go twist it for distractions. I mean, I can't be no more clear than that. So, I mean, that's just what it is. So, I want to get into my thoughts on the Jets, and I ain't hit my button in a while.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
That's still true. So when I look at the Jets, this is how I'm gonna sum up the Jets. The Jets is overhyped, while the Dallas Cowboys is over disrespected. Just keeping it real. If I ignore all the noise and I look at the matchups, we supposed to slaughter them boys. Slaughter them. And see, some people don't like me talking like that because they say, boss, don't never sleep. Never take an opponent for granted. This is not Denver, y'all. These are not the Denver Broncos had some talent. And they still got talent. The Denver Broncos had a quarterback that made the playoffs before when they had Bridgewater, when he came up in here. You know what I mean? They had a number 2 and a number 3 that was emerging, could be the number 1. They had Gordon in the backfield. They had a real good secondary linebackers and D-line. You know what I mean? The main thing I see about the Jets is they young. We the vets now. See, 3 years ago, our defense was young. They too young. Don't play with me, young whippersnapper. You're not even ready for what's getting ready to come. Listen, y'all, that's why they was all emotional from beating Buffalo. They act like they won a Super Bowl. Did anybody see that? They all on the ground crying just because they lost Aaron Rodgers. Y'all not even used to winning. And I mean that. Y'all not even used to winning. Winning is new to you. We royalty over here at the Dallas Cowboys, and we getting ready to smack y'all. And I'm telling you, it's some people that be like, boss, slow down, boss, you know, take a break. No, let them be happy. No, we getting ready to play them. I can't stand the Jets right now. I can't stand nothing about them right now. They really almost close to Philly right now. All the hype they've been getting.
Yes, indeed, bro.
They've been getting way too much hype, man. So when I look at the Jets, I do see some people that I want to keep my own. So I already kind of flashed this guy.
Ohio State.
Brees Hall. I want to keep my own Brees. Brees is somebody that we gotta really say we gotta stop Brees. If you stop Brees, you stop them.
Yep. It's over. Stop the run.
You stop Brees, you stop them. Now, and I'm gonna be honest. When I look at their offensive line, they got some young bulls in there. Like OC, we was high on Elijah, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna act like I've been keeping up with his career, but me and you was very high on him coming out of USC. You know.
Yeah, man. And Beckham is a good power tackle, bro. He's a good power tackle, dude. He ain't bad.
Yeah. And then Dwayne Brown. Now I'm not sure if he got anything left in the tank. I'm not capping like I've been watching him like that, but that they have a Marshall's offensive line, in my opinion, that where they can try to get behind, where Brees can get behind that. I'm just being honest. If
they are a better run block team than pass pro block, basically.
I see the risk with them. That's the risk I see with them. I just
Power
think that
run.
Power run. And he's a skill runner. And he's a home run guy. People forgot he ran a 4.39.
Yep.
That boy would go. Yeah. Don't give him no seams. He just as dangerous as Saquon, young Saquon, but with more power. But
if they had the boss Cowboys guy, they would have been able to identify that. But go ahead.
Facts. Appreciate that, Law. Appreciate the plug, big dog. But yeah, but then when I turn around and I look at their defense, right? They got some dogs on defense. But I think you just got to wear on them. I think what we got to do is we got to definitely with this team, you got to really break this team because they're young.
Exactly.
You got to break this team. Don't let this be an emotional game. Let this be a game of will. If it's a game of will, this go really take off by the third and fourth quarter with the Dallas Cowboys. That's my thoughts, my general thoughts as of early in the week on the Jets.
I agree with your sentiments completely.
I was gonna say,
no, just real quick. I agree with your sentiments. Sorry, go ahead, Law. Go ahead, Law. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, do you think that this defense is better than the Eagles' defense that we faced the year before?
No, I don't. I'll speak on that. No, I don't think they're better. I think that they have equal upside, but as in terms of their play at this point, no. They got some young talent on this defense. They got some guys that can play on every level. But in terms of maturation and execution, I don't see it yet. But if they keep on trending and add a couple more pieces, they could be a really lights out type defense. Like they have the bones of a really, really beautiful house. Let me put it that way. But they just got to finish some of the design and experience elements. They don't have it all yet. And it's good. We catching them where they don't have it all yet. Now, let's say a year or two from now, they add a couple more top draft picks. They might be that defense at that point. They might be that defense if they keep everybody together. But right now, they're not there. They're too young, and they got weaknesses, and we got the strengths to exploit their weaknesses. And that's where we win this game. And I alluded to it before, and I 2,000% agree with Boss Cowboys, is that Brian Schottenheimer has the mentality to break you and to take your will. And he did it to the New York Giants if you really look back at that game. Like when we got into the third quarter, even when we were up, he was overloading and power running at these boys. That's meant to break you. Those are body shots. That's meant to break you down. And so he has that dog mentality. He did the exact same thing when he was over there with Seattle. And he had no-name running backs. Remember this, back in 2018, 19, 20, he had no-name running backs going for over 1,000 yards. He has the mentality to line up and break you and be smart with his play selection and traps inside.
I'm still thinking about that, Law.
I put it down over there, man. Shoot, because they had some.
That's a
they
good
had
question.
better edges. They had better edges. Hassan Reddick is a better edge than any edge guy that they had.
That's true. Yeah.
Now Quentin Williams, he may be a good piece over there for the Jets, but we got to equalize out of Zach Martin, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
I'm thinking Philly better.
toe for toe. Slade versus now my guy Sauce, he's up there though. He's a taller, linear corner, so we will see how we can work him. And he's very good though.
Yeah,
but
he's good.
I don't think that they use him as a traveling DB because CD Lamb gonna go everywhere.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be a real good matchup. CD Lamb on Sauce.
Yeah.
And they better not travel him because CD, man. I think that this dude, Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer, will be in their bag, man, with all of the other weapons that we got.
Is this the game we go vertical?
I think we about to light these boys up. I'm standing on what I said. We gonna light these boys up. You gonna see Dak Prescott have a big game, dude. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
I'm starting to kind of come around to that.
He said
because they were showing that in training camp. Remember they were showing that in training camp? They was going vertical. And remember, it came out that he put up the original playbook that he had versus the Giants. He went with the rain conservative playbook. So, and Schottenheimer did come out and say that they played it smart. When they got ahead, when the defense got them ahead, they start reserving plays. They start reserving their offense. You know what I mean?
That's
so, OC, I think you might be on to something, bro. Big, we got your back yet?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was going on? I was gone.
we still talking about the Jets in general. Whatever. Your
Oh
thoughts
man,
on
I
the
ain't
Jets.
talking about them damn Jets no more, man. We gonna. I mean, like I said, hey, when you was comparing, when y'all was saying the defense of the Eagles to the Jets, that ain't even close in my opinion. Eagles defense is way better than the Jets. I'm sorry. They got two really bona fide players with the Jets and Williams and Gardner. I think the Williams kid, the linebacker, he's pretty good. I like him. CJ Mosley is all right, but I don't think they don't have what the Eagles have. And I just feel like we just need to exert our will on them, okay? Because when I look at that game against the against the Buffalo Bills, Buffalo outgained them. Buffalo had better time of possession. The main thing that killed Buffalo was turnovers. They had 4 in the game. That was the thing that beat them. But they pretty much beat them in all other categories in this game except the rushing game. But they were, like I said, I wasn't impressed with what I saw about the Jets.
Me neither.
I saw more of the Buffalo Bills playing irresponsible football because they should have won that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to throw this out there, man. Dak Prescott is like 2-0 versus Robert Saleh's defense, when he was calling the plays. So that could be a situation. Yeah, but Robert Saleh, when he was at the 49ers, by the way, that's why I said 2-0. But, I think that the difference between the Jets and the Eagles, I got to say this, I think that they have a better defensive coordinator, the Jets, versus whatever the Eagles had over there last year, whatever that guy's name, I forgot his name. So that's the only difference making.
Right. Now, before we give our final words, I want to get to these super chats.
Oh yeah,
so
y'all got
some super
few
chats
over here too.
Yeah, let's get them caught up. So Sadiq said, "Boss, your likes are great. I'm checking on my end. You finally have more likes than watchers now. Wow, damn. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sis. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
The ladies go hard in the paint. All the ladies go hard.
All the ladies. And we got some guys too, man. They doing their thing in terms of being.
Sniper
the ladies do their things though. I will
Sniper
say
game.
Sniper game is real. So, and then make sure we do that for all the channels too, y'all. I know we kind of pushing it, I know we adding a little bit of work to you, but just go to the other channels. Make sure you hit subscribe to them. Also, make sure you hit like on all of them. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just housekeeping. Because y'all know the final word, dope. Y'all already know that. One of the best ways to help just kind of push all of the recommendations to this channel and Law's channel and Big's channel is likes. It's just what it is. It's how the game go. Go ahead, Law.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the super chats I got. Let me see where we were at. Appreciate everybody for your super chat, by the way. It's GH24 says, "Hey Law, just saying I ain't calling this defense doomsday because I saw on Sunday that they were Armageddon. So sure. That's a good one right there, bro.
I like that.
He says,
we doomsday
Cooper,
part two.
Two. Yeah, I love the doomsday. Cooper says, it's not about who's calling the plays. It's about the deficiencies we have to overcompensate for. We plugged our holes, and that will be the difference right there. So, yeah. So, Cooper, you're right. We're going to call more efficient plays. All right?
Yeah, good one.
Y'all hold on. I got a lot more, man. I got to get
That's money Mayweather over there.
Sadiq says, Law, you have over 700 in the chat and only 300 likes. So that was during that time frame. You know what I'm saying? So I know the likes are up. So y'all be sure to hit the like and share this content. I got my guy. He giving us a little pushback, and we're going to have to go around the table on this one. He says, all in the soil. That's a good name, man. He says, and look at Dion. Let Parsons talk that talk since he's backing it up. Okay, so let me say this. Let me go first on this one then. I will say this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I got to say. Because when you think of it, Dion, when he was at the Atlanta, he wasn't doing all that talk, right? he started talking a lot after he done got that Lombardi trophy, right? After he done got that Lombardi trophy from the Niners and came and got the Lombardi trophy from the Cowboys. I like Parsons talking, but they going to use that against him, and the media, the 4-letter, the 3-letter network and Twitter and beyond going to cut up snippets and put it back out there at us. Look, I get it. Right. Parsons is on his way to becoming an all-pro Hall of Fame guy, but he haven't arrived yet. So it's better to just sit back. Now, after we get that trophy, he can talk to the cows come home. That's all I'm going to say on that. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Let me jump in real quick.
Go get it.
He got the super chat. Who I forgot the name.
All in the soil.
All in the soil. We know Parsons go back it up. It's not about Parsons backing it up or not backing it up.
It's about the media.
It's about the media. It's an evil world. Law, you got that button?
Play it again. Yes, indeed. Once I find it over here, but we're going to play it over here.
It's the evil world we live in.
It is.
Yeah, it's an evil world. So I want y'all to really hear what we saying in context. We not afraid for Michael Parsons. We know he go back it up. That's not what we talking about. We talking about when the cornerback got to back it up.
Yeah.
He can't back it up for him. Yeah.
He can't back it up for him. Or if you say something like, oh, they say you got 456 likes now, Law.
Okay. There's 717 in here. Why y'all ain't hitting the like? Come on.
It's some lurkers in here, bro. It's still some lurkers in here.
It's a lot of them ghost watchers, ghost face killers, a lot of them Eagles people, a lot of them lurkins. They quiet, but they watch. I see you Eagles fans in here listening.
Goofy.
All I ask
is for y'all to hit that like button, man, and share. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Parsons, hit the like button. I see you in here, Parsons. Hey, D-Law, man, hit that like button.
Hit that, D-Law. D-Law, quit playing. Quit playing.
D-Law, stop playing with us. Hit that like button.
And for those who
the
want to know,
the reason why I'm crunk is because my guy D-Law just followed me today. So I was like, I said, D-Law, I had to click on it again. I said, oh, yeah.
I'm finna mess y'all up with something, though. People trying to figure out what the name of the defense. I want y'all to know it's the Hot Boys. Yeah. But go ahead.
Okay.
I know
No.
It's still the Hot Boys, bro.
No, it ain't no damn Hot Boys. It ain't no damn Hot Boys.
It is.
No.
It's the Hot Boys.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
They never
I know
got
it is,
rid of
but
the
it
Hot
ain't.
Boys.
But I ain't screaming no Hot Boys. Nothing. Get that. Yeah. Get that out of here.
I like them hot. The ones don't tell me to stop. All right, let me go over here. All right, so
part deux.
Benny says they may use his words to say he's tampering and suspend him in the playoffs. That could be another thing. I don't know if tampering laws plays against the players. Yes. Okay. But shout out to you for the $5 super chat. And we got Dirty Sanchez says, did Mike McCarthy say in his interview that we're actually better than this now? That's something scary to think about. Yeah. Lines.
All I ask.
Yes, indeed. And then I got Stevens, man, with the $9.99 for your mind super chat. I'll be at the game this Sunday. Really wanted to see them boys hunt A-Rod. Sorry he got hurt. Great content as always, guys. Much love from Columbia, South Carolina. Baby, we everywhere. Let's go.
Let's
Carolina,
go, man. Appreciate that. And then we go finish and we get into our final word. So over here we got some some super chats real quick. Dwayne Morris said,
I got a couple too over here too.
He said, boss, I like this team matching up against any team, including the Chiefs. Me too. I'm dead serious.
I ain't worried. I definitely ain't scared of no damn Chiefs.
Man, them boys look like garbage without just two players. Like for real.
We banged with them on Parsons' rookie year, dog. We cut it out.
I'm not worried about Kansas City. I ain't worried about Philly. I ain't worried about none of these
I ain't
teams.
about no team. Let's go.
Now that I'm
it ain't them, it's us.
You know what it is, though?
We about that life.
Yeah. And I don't even feel like I'm being cocky.
Y'all type that in the chat.
Yeah,
we about that life.
But
we about that life.
We not even being cocky. Can we remember that our second team defense handled up on the Jags? We forgot that? That was our second team. The whole second team. Bro, we cold as hell, bro. Just admit it. See, we so. I know. My boy said.
You know what it is, boss.
Yeah.
They've been listening to them networks. We
That's
scared
what
to
it
jump
is.
out there and do it. It's them networks.
They waiting. That's what it is. They waiting the other people to say it first. It's all good. You right. And then Chris 214 said, "Y'all are like my second family. I'm ready to enjoy this ride with my brothers and sisters this year." Yeah, man.
Let's
appreciate
get it,
Chris. Yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah, man. We all locked in, bro.
That's
We
big time.
all drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. And it's the first time we drunk Kool-Aid at the beginning of the season too. For real.
Yeah, first
Because I ain't drink no damn
Usually-
Kool-Aid last year. No.
Nope.
I was
Especially
like
not
big.
game one.
Not hell, Kellen more, and I'm over like
No, and that's why we didn't drink the Kool-Aid though, boss.
Right.
Because that Kellen Moore was there. That little bit of the Garrett system was still there, and that's why we wasn't drinking it.
Right.
Now we can jump in there and drink Kool-Aid because there's a different direction. You can just feel it, dog. I don't give a hell.
It's what it is. So he
It is
said we
what it
got to
is.
stop leaving Big Mike out like he not the spoon. None of this would work without him.
Hell yes.
I hope. Yeah, we not leaving it.
Hell no.
You know what we
I
stand
know
on.
y'all got one of them clips. Hell no.
Hey, you know what it was?
Oh, hell no.
You feel?
Hell no.
No, we rocking with Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Mike a little rusted though. He need to tighten up a little. Just
It's
a little.
all right, but Mike gonna be okay.
That's why I fought and said, man, they disrespecting the man. Remember 33rd Team Podcast and all of the PFF and all of those people, ESPN.
Had him
came out
at
with
like
their
what,
top 20.
21st?
They came top 25. They said Brian DeBall. I was like, dog, Mike McCarthy swept that boy last year. And now he
swept.
put 40 on him. Game one. So shoot, man, come on.
0-3 against him.
Ooh, I forgot about that list.
Feel me?
Man,
You
we're
feel
ready
me,
to
boss?
fight over here, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
that's
forgot
what's
about
up.
that list. Man.
Yeah, I didn't forget about that. I said, man, that's disrespectful, man. Come on, man. We swept the man and they said, oh, he's better. Come on. Oh, man, come on. Get out of here, y'all.
Hey, yeah, that's too much.
3-0
They love
versus
to
that
hate
dude.
us. They love to hate us.
Then my boy Marcus said, new nickname for the DD Abyss. When you stare at the Abyss too long, it will start back at you. And I love the name. That's a good name. It's just that the real name is the Hot Boys.
No, the real name is Tuesday D Part Duh. It ain't no damn Hot Boy.
It is.
No,
I'm not lying.
I
to you,
know
bro.
it
It's
is.
still
I
the-
know it is, but I'm not saying that. I'm not claiming that.
I like the Legion of Doom.
I don't
man, or
want
something
none
like
of
that.
them. Yeah, Legion of Doom. I don't
That
want
go
the
hard.
remnants in there.
L.O.D..
Just let them be the Hot Boys, but don't say it.
Big, you ever had
They
somebody
got
do
the
you like
chain,
this?
though.
Before we get into we gonna get into the fighter words now. But if you have somebody say like, Big, not Big, James, I like your name, but I'm gonna call you Jameson. How would you feel? You ever had somebody do you like that? Hey,
Hands
James,
around
I know
throat.
your real name is James, but I'm not gonna call you that.
Yeah, because James is Jim, right?
Oh,
James
we're gonna
is
call
Jim.
you Jim.
Don't
That's
you
what you
dare
doing
call
right
me
now.
Jim. I'll
That's
fight
what
you.
you doing.
No, I will fight you. You call
Big
me
Jim.
I don't care how big and tall you are. I will fight you with all my might. All my might.
Hey.
I'll fight you.
Oh,
Hey, I
big
know your
game.
name
You
is
know what we
James.
gonna do? We gonna tell the people in the crowd when the Cowboys make a big play, we gonna say L-O-D. Man, that will rock Arlington, man. We're gonna feel that all over the world. That will go so hard, man.
Doomsday.
Come on, man. For
Two.
those L-O-D.
Watch
That's gonna
this.
sound so.
Watch
I
this,
need to
Law.
go to the game. I'm
Watch
gonna have to
this.
go to the game.
L-O-H.
Hell no.
That is sound right. That is sound right.
What's that? What was that?
Hot Boys. L-O-H.
No.
No, it don't go, bro. It don't go.
What's wrong?
It don't go, bro.
Hey, come on.
LOH, it don't go, bro.
Everybody say
Hey,
hell.
bro,
Come on
Come
now,
on.
dog.
Come on, bro. I mean, you.
Yeah, thank you. Give me all that.
What's wrong with that?
One right there.
Hell.
You know what that sound like?
Everybody
Boss,
say,
boss, you know
everybody
that
join
sound like
hands and
this.
say, hot.
Hey, you know what that sound like, boss? This is the one time I'm gonna say it.
I can do it. It did sound bad. It did sound like trash. Hell.
Trash.
Oh,
Trash.
Hell no.
Yes.
You right. You right. That is sound right.
Definitely play that one.
Yeah, that is sound right. Hell. Oh. H.
What's wrong here?
All right, man. We get into these final words, man. I will kick it off, man. Oh. My final words is really, man. Front office, you having a damn good year, man. Like, you've been right on so much. You've been right. We spent all off season concerned about left guard for Chuma to go out there and ball.
Right.
Right. We spent our off season talking about Zeke versus Rico for Rico to look like he had more explosion than Zeke game one. Like you said, Big, we talked about if you go, why don't you use one of them picks to make a trade? They did. We even start talking about, man, the only thing wrong with this team is backup quarterback. They did something.
Oh, yeah. I got to get in on that one.
Me and my boy Big was mad as hell 2 years ago because Jonathan Hankins went for $6 million, and now he on our team. Man, so like,
at the same time, let's go with it.
Man, so listen, y'all.
Help me.
Our kicker, he tripped out on the first kick and he was 100% after that. Nobody might even get a kickoff return this year because his leg's so strong.
Oh yeah, that's a good weapon.
When you try,
I love it.
When you try to,
he preaching, boss, preaching.
He preaching.
I'm telling you the truth. Am I lying?
You ain't lying.
When you tried to go away from Diggs, you ran into Stephon Gilmore.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
We lost a Pro Bowler and didn't miss him.
Bruh.
Our leading tackler was a dude named Bell from a HBCU.
Like this mother don't miss. No, he's that mother don't miss, man. He's
don't
good.
miss.
We blew out a division opponent, which don't happen in our division, on a sloppy game.
Come on, man.
What about that life?
The leader of our team, to Big Game James' point, been screaming nothing but Super Bowl for the last 3 months. When are we gonna agree? That's my final word.
All I ask.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
If y'all didn't like what my guy said, man, Boss Cowboy,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
come on.
For real. Appreciate that, Law. For real.
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna just play that end part where all the it was perfect, dog. That was perfect.
Hold on, let me hit my button there.
Yeah, play you perfect. Play you perfect. There you go. Great job by Boss. He was preaching on the Mount Sermon. He had the organ in the back. Dun 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 dun. He was preaching, boy, and I can't come behind that one. All I can say is, yep, I'm drinking it, sipping it, drinking it. I don't give a hell. I heard Dave Hellman say, I don't give a hell. That was on the Super Bowl. Dave Hellman said it too. A lot of people, you know what? I mean, it's a different squad, y'all. I mean, and here's the thing. You know how many people say, oh, y'all say that every year. It's a different year. No, we don't. You're a whole damn lie. No, we don't say this year is different. No, we don't. We ain't been saying that with Kellen Moore, and we damn sure we ain't saying it with Jason Garrett, so that's a whole damn lie. We ain't been saying that in a long time. But like I said, the main reason why I'm drinking this Kool-Aid is because I'm giving the credit where credit is due. I called that man Baby Nuts.
Yeah.
For a couple years.
Yes.
Baby Nuts Jones.
Yes.
That's what I said about it. I made videos about it.
Yep.
Kept speaking it. And I said, I'm going to keep on calling you Baby Nuts until I see something different. and guess what happened?
He got some big nuts.
He got big kahunas. He came in there with big nuts. You feel me? Big nuts. You came with. Not only did you trade picks, you trade picks for real players.
Right.
You went out and got things. We said we need help in that middle. You went out and did it. We said we need to get rid of Kellen Moore.
Pause.
Bye.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Big nuts. Yeah, we tripped out.
Y'all feel me though?
Yeah.
Go now.
And the biggest key to me more than anything was when they interviewed Stephen Jones and they said, who wanted to get rid of Kellen Moore? Oh, that was Mike's decision. Okay, that's all I need to hear. Let's go. Can I get that let's go now?
Yo, I got you right here. Come on. He gonna make you want to play.
Let's go, man.
Man, let's go, man. Let's go.
That's all I need to hear. Yeah. When I heard Stephen Jones say,
playmaker, that's a playmaker. He made the play.
You feel me? He made the play. When I heard him say that was Mike's decision, I'm saying, let's go. That's my final word.
Love it, love it, love it. Hey, man, y'all see how professional Big is? He
Give
even stopped talking for the drops.
Oh, yeah.
Boys better peep that training on that boy. That boy.
We about that life.
He don't talk over the drop. You see, y'all better peep. That boy is he trained in media. That boy heard that drop and see the OC, he'll talk over the drop.
Right. It's
yeah, you do. You be talking over the drop, bro. You don't talk over the drop. The drop is to help you. It's not to hurt you.
Okay. Pick on the OC. All right, go ahead. Make yourself happy. All right. Do you feel good about yourself now?
No, you do be talking over the drops though sometimes.
He don't have the hood.
You do
so
every now and then. You talk over the drops, bro. You do.
Every now and then, I don't hear him coming, boss. I'm sorry. You know. Here's the thing, man, about the Dallas Cowboys.
Hell no.
Here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys, man. Go ahead, keep hitting buttons. I'll wait till you're done.
Okay, cool. No, I'm done. I'm done for real.
Okay, look, guys, man. Sure. Okay, you're not done. I knew you weren't done. See, I knew you like to show your natural black behind. It's okay. Sorry.
I'm done for real, though. For real.
All right, so look, man. Here's the deal, man. The Dallas Cowboys.
You see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Okay.
All right, look, you can see my hands now, bro. I'm not gonna hit no buttons.
Trust you. I don't care. See, look, none of these things move me because I am the OC. All right. And so, look, at the end of the day, man, we talking about the Cowboys and not none of that other stuff. And look, if we talking about the Dallas Cowboys, what we found in the last several years is that we always talked about having depth. We always talked about having pretty good starters, but man, our starters better not get hurt. Nothing better happen because, man, if we put this other guy in, man, it's going to be trouble. Well, we don't have that issue anymore. There is not a 53-man roster, and I've looked at all of them, that is stronger than Dallas Cowboys from man 1 to man 53. That's one. Number two, we truly have addressed the coaching situation from every position on the team. We have a really, 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 really good coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's number two. And then number three is that what you're seeing from the Dallas Cowboys in terms of the players, you're seeing real leadership. You're seeing real tenacity. You're seeing people that actually are here, not for the next contract, although that's coming, not for the next endorsement deal, although that's coming. These guys are in it to win it. These guys are trying to win football games, and they are serious about it. Pull up and listen very closely. The Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the league. Let me say that again.
Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys, don't tell nobody I told you. They the best team in the league. That's my final word.
We're about that life. We're about that life.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. You sound just like him, though. For real, for real. I do like the picture that you put up with the two kings, and that is exactly what's going on here. I counted since 2007, there should have been at least 4 Super Bowl appearances. But the one thing that got in the way was coaching. We had the experienced players. We had the talent on this team. We just didn't have the coaching. Now we can look back at this and say, now we got the coaches. We got coaches that won a Super Bowl and on both sides of the coin. The Dr. Quinn, the medicine man, the doctor out there for the minister of the defense, all of the names that you can give him, he's been into these type of situations before. And Mike McCarthy been in this type of role before as the head coach. And I think that both of these guys together, since Dan Quinn been here, we've been in the playoff every year. Let me repeat, since Dan Quinn been here, we've been in the playoff every year. Since Michael Parsons been here,
We about that life.
we've been in the playoff every year. So now it's time to excel, and it's time to get this thing going. Do this one, Big Game James.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes,
go,
indeed.
man.
Oh, man, shoot, he sounds just like him, dog. So, hey, I already know, man, this particular team, we putting things together. If we continue to stay healthy and continue to grind this thing out, nothing can stop the Dallas Cowboys for the 2023 season. I'm rolling with my guy, the OC. Hey, y'all, we got to pull up and bring out those glasses because I'm pouring the Kool-Aid over here, and it tastes good. Better than wet. Oh, I ain't gonna say that.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
That was the final word, man. That was the final word. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I want me some glory hole.
Yes, glory hole.
Can we check this out? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah.
We about that life. We about that life.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on.
Kinda check this out. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Man, we gonna read y'all out tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the sink, got blues inside.
Somebody create that name. We about that life, Cowboys. Somebody need to create that name.
About that life, Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Somebody need to create that one. We about
like
that
that.
life, Cowboys.
Yeah.
And that merch
We
and
about that
everything.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
We about that life.
Yeah.
Especially the way he says it.
Yeah,
it
man.
makes me want to run through a wall.
Say for
Yeah,
real.
he got that motivation voice.
Say,
Yeah,
listen.
he do.
I just the biggest point
Yo.
to me you said all day. The biggest point you said all day is Michael Parsons saying we go to a Super Bowl, we should say it too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.